So yesterday, the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom went into a bit of an uproar regarding the ending of JJK, many fans deeming it to be rushed, unfinished, disappointing, and disrespectful towards Gojo. When I first read those leaks, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit in the middle. I did like the chapter page of Yuji and Gojo talking, but apart from that, it just felt like a nothing burger to me. I gave that leak chapter a 6 out of 10. I sort of laughed at the final panel of Sukuna giving the finger to the readers, but now we have the full translated version of the chapter, and I'm not gonna lie guys, it's a little better. It's not the best ending of all time, and it doesn't fix some of the issues that I have with the ending, but for what it has done, I'm a little bit happier with it. I won't show the full pages of the chapter for obvious reasons, but you can check out my TikTok at Groove the Stranger to see my live reaction to it. But let's talk about the good. Now that the translated chapters look cleaner and we have more pages, it's so nice seeing the trio go on one final mission, and despite everything Yuji has gone through, it's nice seeing him act like a goofball, and it does remind me of the earlier arcs, mainly the first mission they went on with Yuji and Nobara acting like goofballs and Megumi just absolutely dying on the inside. It's really sweet. The Gojo page that a lot of fans seem to love, including me, has a few more. Gojo tells Yuji that he wants him to be more forward thinking. Gojo says, haven't we had enough of Satoru Gojo? Gojo talks about how despite him wanting Yuji and the rest of the gang to carry on his dream, he admits that there will be a point where Yuji and the gang will grow stronger and start to move forward in the world than Gojo ever did. Pretty much what we got in the leaks is pretty much what is said in this new translation, but the dialogue this time feels a little bit more personal, especially the last panel where Gojo says, I'm expecting great things from you, got that Yuji? Compared to him saying, I have high hopes for you, desire and ambition. Reading this page now makes me see the whole Gojo versus Sukuna fight differently. Judging by this dialogue, it does look like that Gojo expected to not make it out alive in the fight against Sukuna, but knowing that, he felt free, more confident than he could ever be, because he knew that there will be other people like Yuji and Yuta who would surpass him and to be able to take care of things. Now, while this page was my favorite aspect of the chapter, now that we have the full translations with extra pages, wow, I did not expect Sukuna and Mahito to make an appearance. I'm so mad at the leakers for blueballing us, not even mentioning this Mahito and Sukuna scene, which completely changes my overall opinion on the final panel. So Mahito is quite surprised to see Sukuna here with him, with Sukuna responding to Mahito that this is their third time talking to one another. Sukuna talks about how his technique messes with the soul. He considers this dark black space to be a vestige. Sukuna then welcomes Mahito to the pathway where souls walk on their way down the cycle. Essentially, this appears to be the place between life and death for these cursed spirits. Mahito then tells Sukuna that he was lying all this time, how not only was he lying to himself, but he was also lying to other people. He truly wasn't living according to his own stature. Mahito berates Sukuna, telling him that all he wanted was revenge on anyone or anything who resented and persecuted, but then Sukuna responds with how he only lived in the only manner that he knew, which is how he chooses to go on, but also admits that there were different paths that he could have gone on. On the left we have a woman who appears to be someone from Sukuna's past, and on the right a very young Uraume, the person most loyal and devoted to Sukuna. Some people online speculate that the person on the left could be his mother or someone in his family. Sukuna talks about how he couldn't help but spit out the curses stirring deep within him. The way I interpreted this is that Sukuna, despite him still wanting to go down another path, couldn't ignore the darkness inside of him and essentially his lust for battle and destruction. We then see Sukuna gently put a loving hand on the young Uraume's shoulder, talking about how should there be a next time, perhaps it would be nice to walk down a different path. And you see Sukuna and the young Uraume walking down into the pitch black darkness, indicating that Sukuna possibly would have loved to have lived a normal, mundane life. which is pretty much confirmed by Mahito, him screaming at Sukuna, telling him that is a very boring path to go down and that Sukuna has gone soft. And Mahito, my gosh, I was laughing in this panel. He's just talking about how he's the only one left sulking like a child, and the way he's drawn, he looks like a Looney Tune. He's just spazzing out saying, why am I the only one who's left sulking? I like that scene. But that is how that interaction with Mahito and Sukuna ends. I flipping love this scene, and it's literally this scene alone that has completely boosted my rating of the ending of JJK from a 6 out of 10 to a 7.5. It makes me see this final panel of the Sukuna finger in a different light now. When I first saw this panel, it seemed extremely random to me, but now I'm starting to see that it's very open-ended. Sukuna told Mahito that he could have gone down 2 different paths, one that could be light and one that could be darkness, and the way this finger is drawn, on one side you have a bright light shining it, and on the other side the finger is covered in shadow, symbolizing darkness, the 2 paths Sukuna could have gone down. Of course, the final pages of the 3 trio, Yuji, Megami and Nobara, and I love how we see Inamaki with Panda, Yuta and Maki, as in the leaked pages Inamaki wasn't there to be seen. But those are my overall thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Of course, this Sunday we're going to get the full proper Viz translations, so I might do one more review on that. But yeah, the ending of JJK is okay. I went from it being a bit meh to the ending is okay. I could easily see Studio Mappa extending the Mahito and Sukuna scenes like they did with the Eren and Armin interaction in the final episode, but overall an okay ending of a 7.5 out of 10. It's still not perfect in my opinion. I still feel like Gojo should have had some sort of funeral or burial. I think I would have liked it if Gojo in the previous chapters before he was Control-Alt-Deleted by Sukuna to have mentioned that he feels that he could be easily forgotten. If they had hinted at this potential reveal of Gojo and Yuji's interaction earlier on, it would have been awesome, but it did sort of come out of nowhere in my opinion, but I'm okay with it nevertheless. It's a nitpick, but yeah, there should have been more Sukuna flashbacks in my opinion. There should have been more Gojo scenes, his flashbacks and all that. I was watching Ghibli reviews last night and he mentioned how the JJK ending reminded him of the Game of Thrones season 8 ending, with so much potential being wasted, and that's sort of how I feel about it. All these characters, the lore, the power-ups, Sukuna's past, so much could have been talked about and expanded on, but it does seem like Gege Akutami was absolutely done with this series and he wanted to wrap it up really quickly in my opinion. But if this is the ending that he wanted, then we can't really be too mad about it, right? Anyway, thank you Gege Akutami for making JJK. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of the ending? Do you like it or do you hate it? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more JJK videos, updates, as well as other anime news updates, videos and all that jazz. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.